Hi there, my name is PixelPanda82 and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today in this video I'm going to be showing off a family in The Sims 4 that was basically the first ever family I ever played in The Sims 4. I have played a couple of other families before I played this family, but a lot of them I didn't get very far. I only got to about the second generation that were only toddlers, and then so I just didn't really get very far. But this is the farthest I've gotten, at least at this point in the family, on this save file, because as I'm recording this, I have actually moved over this family into a different save file that I'm going to use as my forever world. So this is a version that isn't really up to date, but I think it's still pretty cool to show off my first ever family. I wanted to just show them off to you on YouTube. So a couple of the things will be a bit different in the current version. So this sim August is actually a young adult at the moment. Currently he's a teen in this save, but as I said, he's a young adult when I'm currently playing them. I'm first just going to go off into Creator Sim and just show off the sims that I've made, or not really made, but just had throughout the generations. So how do I, there we go. I've forgotten how to get into Creator Sim through this. Okay, so this is the founder of my legacy, or it's not really a legacy because I didn't start with the required amount of money, but he was the only sim that I started with. His name is Ryan Meyer, and the whole thing with Ryan is that he's supposed to be like the mayor or founder of Newcrest. So Newcrest is obviously like an empty area with no houses in it, and I wanted it to be the storyline that he kind of went off on his own and founded Newcrest by himself. And so this is what he looked like as a young adult. This is what he looked like when I first made him in Creator Sim. I've got various iterations of the family. So I've got this version of the family, which is Gen 1, back when the firstborn was a child. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself though. So this is Ryan. He is ambitious, outgoing, and family-oriented. And he also has the Mansion Baron aspiration, giving him the business savvy, I guess, like, aspiration trait. I don't actually know what this is called. It's a trait, but I think it's maybe, I don't know if it's like a bonus trait or whatever. As I've mentioned, he's kind of like the mayor of Newcrest, or the founder of Newcrest. I haven't really decided if it's mayor or founder. He originally started as in the business career, but he ended up getting the fear of, I've forgotten what it's called now, but like the fear of failure, or like the fear of a dead-end job fear. So I decided him to quit his job and become a chef, and he's now since gotten to level 7 of the career, I believe, and then he's also retired and become just an elder, just living life. He ended up marrying Summer Holiday from the base game. She's currently in her pajamas. We'll switch her to her regular outfit. I've given her a bit of a makeover just because the original outfit she has is very like schoolgirl-esque, so I've decided to change her up a bit, give her a bit of a makeover. I didn't do much of a makeover though. I only did a little bit of a makeover. I think Ryan has more outfits than she does. No, he only has one outfit per category, I think. Cool, I didn't know that, whoops. And then so Summer and Ryan ended up having 2 kids. One of them was the heir of the legacy, quote unquote heir, because this isn't really a legacy challenge, it's more of just me playing The Sims. But he's the one that's kind of taken over the family as an heir would in a regular legacy challenge. His name's Quentin Meyer, and he's a comedian currently, so he's got the erratic, outgoing, and bro trait, and also the jokestar aspiration. He's a comedian, as I mentioned. He's quite a favorite sim of mine. I do like Quentin. He's just, I don't know, I just like his design. He's quite a funny fellow. As you can see, he's got a bit of a shoulder lacking, but I haven't actually changed that yet. I don't know if I ever will change that, but if I do, well, I do. And then he has a brother who is a younger brother named August. I kind of called him August because of Summer being named Summer, so it's like kind of like a monthly, like a time naming theme. I didn't call Quentin like one of those names, mainly because I didn't come up with that theme at the time, and Quentin is just a randomized name and that I just really liked, so I stuck with Quentin. But August is, I forgot to mention that Summer is a painter, so she's got the outgoing, active, and cheerful traits and also the friend of the world aspiration, and I made her a painter just because that was one of her likes. I'm not going to go too in depth in the likes with these Sims, but she did like painting, and I thought, oh, why not make her a painter, just because that's a good way to make money as well. And August is going to follow in her footsteps as an artist, a painter. He, as I've mentioned, he's already a young adult in the current save that I'm playing him in, and he has become a painter, and he's gotten, I think like level 2 or 3 of the career, so he's not very far, but he's moved out since I played with him last, and he's gonna just, you know, exist in the world that I have him in. He's currently got the goofball and self-assured trait with the painter extraordinaire aspiration, but he also has the creative trait as well, which is one of the traits that he got, or the last trait he got as a young adult. Then we also have Quinton's wife. So this guy, his wife, Kari Caliente, who is the daughter of Katrina Caliente. So she's the sister of Dina and Nina Caliente. When I switched them over to the Forever save, I didn't really switch over Kari's relatives, so like she's not directly related to the Calientes, but in this save she is a Caliente through and through. She has the bookworm, perfectionist, and music lover traits, and she also has the angling ace aspiration, which is a bit interesting, a little bit different. I don't usually go for that aspiration. Well, I think it's the first time I've actually ever used that aspiration, now that I think about it. And I used that aspiration mainly because it was the randomized aspiration, and I kind of liked it, so I thought I'd stick with it. I don't love her outfits. This outfit, I think, was a slightly modified one from her base outfit. Like, this jacket hoodie thing is just one of her base randomized outfits. And I gave her a little bit of a makeover, but not as much as I would the others, because she is the spouse, and you know, the spouses aren't really as important in legacy challenges. Finally, for the human Sims at least, we have Wendy, who is Quinton and Kari's daughter, sorry, not sister. She is actually a toddler in the current version that I'm playing them with. She has, I can't remember what trait she has, but she has a sensitive trait as an infant. I'm not solid on who the heir is going to be for Gen 3. I want to kind of play like maybe 5 or 6 generations of this family before I move on to a different family or something. But I don't think Wendy's going to be the heir. I like the idea of her being like someone who is really proper and polished and like wants to take like Quinton's fortune, or not like take like steal, but like I'm imagining Quinton, as he grows older, he's gonna gain a bit of a fortune and a bit of money and stuff, and I want Wendy to be the one who thinks she's gonna take a lot of the inheritance, but I want another sibling to take the inheritance, and then her to be like a bit bitter about that, which is the current storyline I've got. Might change as I play, but who really knows. Her name is actually quite funny because I decided to go for a naming theme which was restaurant and like fast food chain names. So she's named after Wendy's burger joint and also Wendy's milk bar, which I think is quite funny. She also has a sibling named Mickey in the current set that I'm playing, named after McDonald's or Mickey D's. So I think that's quite a funny naming theme in my opinion. Now, I'm just going to go out of Creator Sim for a bit, and I'm going to show you the house that I made for them. Now, this house that I have made isn't actually like the main house that they started in. They started on a different lot, and I've unfortunately bulldozed it and didn't save it, which was a bit silly of me. Yeah, this is the house that I've got. I built this... I can't remember when I built it, but I built it probably a while ago. It's loosely inspired by this house next door. And it's not the greatest house. It's also not finished either. Like, I haven't done any of the landscaping or anything. The backyard is just an empty backyard, which I need to finish. But yeah, so downstairs we have the lounge room area, which is has a lot of browns and warm like beigey tone colors. I went for that just because like mainly because of the wallpaper, I think, actually, because I wanted to use this wallpaper because I hadn't used it before, and I thought all these like tans and browns matched well. Got a tiny little dining room, you could call it. Breakfast nook over here. It's mainly tucked away in the corner because I forgot to add one, and I had this little corner with nothing in it, and so I put the dining room there. We've also got the kitchen, which I do quite like. I'm a big fan of this kitchen. Got this bathroom here with the laundry and also the cat litter with the laser eyes. I've got this bedroom, which is Ryan and Summer's bedroom. So Summer's here painting a painting. Don't really know how it's going. Seems alright. And then I've got upstairs, we've got a little hallway with a desk and computer setup. Got a bookshelf to the left. Sorry, I don't know my left and right. To the left, I've got it's not Quentin, August's room, which has been renovated into a toddler room for Wendy in my current version of the save. I've also got just an easel and a desk for when he does homework and stuff. Then there's Quentin and Kari's room, which is quite empty, I'll be honest, but I think I ran out of money when I did it. I've got a lot of money now, but I just haven't had the opportunity to upgrade it yet. But yeah, we've got a microphone here, got a baby crib for little Wendy, got a guitar, all for Quentin's career. Got a little desk so he can write some jokes and stuff and comedy routines. Got an ensuite bathroom over here, and also a balcony area with just a little seating over there. And then finally we've got this room, which is like a skill building room, with a piano and stuff, and also just another little balcony which has a games table that I honestly never use. I've never used this game table, I think, ever since I built this house. And I've also got a telescope just for fun, so you can build a logic skill and so you can die. Yeah, that's the Myers, basically. I really do love these Sims because they're, as I mentioned, they're one of the first ever Sims I ever played with, and I have grown quite attached to them. But I also, I'm quite a what you could call it, like an explorer with different Sims. So I play a lot of different households and different like save files, which is why I transferred all of my Sims to a forever save. Because when I heard of that forever save concept, I was like, oh yeah, that's a really cool idea. If you've never heard of forever save, by the way, I'll link a video down in the description below of a video explaining what a forever save is. It's loosely inspired by Minecraft Forever World. Oh, I forgot to mention, how could I mention little Carlo? So Carlo down here is the family cat. He's quite cute, actually. I like him. He's got a nice pattern. He's a Leperm, so whatever breed of cat that is. He's also the first ever cat I ever got in a save file when I bought cats and dogs, so he's quite special to me in that regard. Yeah, I kind of feel bad that I forgot about you, buddy. Whoopsie, I'm sorry. Will you ever forgive me? Yeah, he seems fine. So yeah, if you want to see more Sims 4 content, I'm just going to leave these guys. Oh, hello. What's going on? Oh dear. I might pause actually and go into manage worlds because that was very chaotic all of a sudden. But yeah, if you like this video, please let me know. Please let me know how I can improve. And if you want to see more Sims 4 content, I have a couple of other families that I've mentioned in the Forever save file. I've got a legacy challenge based on like Western, cowboy cowgirl sort of names. They've all got like cowboy and cowgirl names. So if you want to see that family, I could maybe make another video introducing and touring that family. And maybe I could tour like my Forever World as well, with a couple of the other families that I've got, because as I mentioned, I play a lot of different families at the same time. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe and do any other things that YouTubers tell you to do. You don't have to, obviously, if you don't want to, but it would be greatly appreciated since I am quite a small channel. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye!